All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about maintaining quality and efficiency while being constantly interrupted. I've complained about waiters in the past and, well, falls on deaf ears. Nobody listens. Nobody looks at the cost to productivity. Nobody cares. So how do you deal with it? Now, one of the biggest problems with maintaining efficiency and quality, because quality is important. You got to fix the car right. And with constant interruptions, maintaining that quality. Think about it. You're in the middle of torquing something and can you do this bulb real quick? Or this, and you got this waiter oil change, et cetera, et cetera. It's really important that you make sure they understand that you're not getting off that job until, for instance, you finish torquing that oil cooler or whatever it is, until you've completed a point where it's a good stopping point. If you stop in the middle of torquing something, you may come back to it and forget you didn't torque half the bolts and, well, ship it and have it come back. It's really important that you complete what you were doing to a good stopping point, meaning I finish torquing that intake manifold. Whatever you're in the middle of, get to a point where everything that up to that point is done. Because if you come off and forget to torque that oil cooler, it's going to leak. It's going to come back. And the reason I say that is a lot of people will go, well, when I come back to it, I'll just retorque everything. You lost your spot. And true, you can go back and retorque everything. That's wasted time because you wasted that time. You've already done part of it. That time is gone. When you go back to it, you're just throwing time away. Time's important. Time is money. Becky Witt recently talked about shops really should look at time by the minute because every minute they cost a technician, they cost everybody in that shop money. 10 minutes of a technician's time, is the equivalent of $33 lost. Is what I think his calculations were. Don't quote me on that. So going back and wasting that time is something you shouldn't be doing. Complete the repair to a point where you're confident you can go back and continue. Meaning you come back, oil cooler on a 3.6 is already bolted in, all the hoses are on. That part of it's done. Now all you got to do is pull your tape off the intake manifold, put the lower intake on, et cetera, et cetera. You can move forward without going backward. That's really important when it comes to maintaining your level of quality as well as efficiency. Yes, you're still losing however long you were off that job. It's going to take you a couple of minutes to get back into position to continue the repair. That time's lost. There's nothing you can do about it. Literally, there's nothing you can do about it. They're not stopping bringing the waiters or whatever in. They're not stopping it. So you have to find a way to continue that repair as efficiently as you can. Another important thing, especially if you're taking off a big job for another, more involved job, is stay organized. The worst thing you can do is have a disorganized mess when you go back to it. Many times I see guys doing big jobs like engines or whatever, and they're sitting there spending a crap ton of time trying to figure out where things went because they didn't take the time when they were tearing it down because they thought they were going to be putting it all right back together and they're going to lose that time. There's no way around it. So make sure you set yourself up for success tearing it down. So let's say you get pulled off to do, that control arm job that's been, that decided to come back and they need it today because whatever. Make sure you're organized. So you go back to that job, everything is, and it can go back together smoothly. It's really important that you stay efficient despite of being pulled off. And that's a very hard thing to do. It is something that can take years to adapt to. Most technicians suck at going back to a job when they get pulled off. I've seen it many times. I've seen the comebacks. I've seen the results, me included. I mean, I'm not putting myself as I'm perfect. I've had comebacks because I didn't follow my own advice. So I hope this video was helpful. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flatratemaster.